Well, good evening. Welcome to DeWitt 3D on this wonderful Sunday afternoon / evening, depending on where in the world you are. Things look a little different right now, I know. For those of you that were on Jerry's stream yesterday for a little bit, you'll know, but I am in the middle of a studio makeover. So I've only got one monitor here to check chat on. My other monitors, which were normally on a wall that was mounted right here, this wall is gone. I'm expanding the space I have to work on my projects, to work on the streams. And I had a choice today of ripping it all down and trying to get it all set up in time for this broadcast, or just leaving it for now and continuing after this broadcast. I chose the latter because it's a lot of work. I've got a lot of computer speakers, microphones, cameras, etc. to move, and I have a few pieces of furniture to move around yet. The wall is gone and the wall is replaced to where it's going to go, but the rest of it's just going to take a little bit of time. So bear with me tonight as we continue the build of the 2.4. And I work between using one monitor, reading the chat, and reading the instructions for the build. Yeah, it might be a little bit hairy, but I think we can make it work. Thank you so much, Jerry. I am feeling much better than last week. Last week, my voice was, it's still not 100%, but last week my voice was terrible. There's a few people online that can attest to that. Anyways, Brendan Wilson, hello, and Milan, you're here, and Jerry is here, and I see, who else do I see? David Gatton, welcome. Thank you from Atlanta. Thank you very much for popping in. And Non-Fam, hello. And James Gator, hi, and welcome. Thanks for coming on. I think that's all that's in the chat right now. There we have Rerich 3733, and hello. I'm dealing with a new microphone, a new sound mixer as well. So if I sound a little bit different, that could be why. I may need to move my mic the odd time. Hopefully I don't make it work. But as I say, once I get the new digs all set up, I'm going to have a lot more wires coming from the roof versus across the back of my desk and the floor and all this. So, and we're going to try and streamline things a little bit better. I'll have a cleaner backdrop. I'll have all sorts of things, and you'll actually be able to see the rat rig going behind me in the new layout that's planned. So exciting things happening, but I've got some space back. It was just too cramped before. I thought it would work, but no, it's just too tight. So we have to make some changes in order to keep this going and keep it going with a half decent amount of quality to it. So without further ado, did I miss anybody in the chat? No, I don't think I did. I think I got everybody in the chat. And if you're new here, just go ahead and hit the subscribe button down here and just get notified whenever I do post a video, which I'll be doing more of in the coming months. And whenever I go live, you'll get a notification. I don't believe I streamed. No, I'm only on YouTube tonight because I was generally getting 1 or 2 people on Twitch when I was dual streaming. And so I thought, rather than confuse matters and have 2 separate conversations going on behind the scenes, I just leave it on the one. So with that said, we have 10 people in studio watching so far. Not in studio, but we have 10 people watching me in studio so far. So we're going to continue on with a build. Let me share the screen here. Now, this is going to be a challenge for me because I'm used to having a screen where I can keep an eye on the chat and a screen where I can read my manual for this. So I'm going to move this. I'm going to move that screen a little closer to me. Thank you so much, Jerry. I appreciate that. I'm going to move that screen closer to me, and I'm going to pop open the manual, and I can actually kind of do something so I can keep an eye as well. So bear with me as I do this. And if I share that screen on here instead, so you guys can kind of see there that where we're at here. So we finished up with one of the Z drives, and now we're going to basically repeat that same process we did with that first Z drive. Okay, we're going to repeat that 3 times to finish the 4 Z drives on this guy here. So as you see right here, we've got the other 3 Z drive thing kits, if you want to call them mini kits on their own, all kind of built. And now we just have to continue on with getting these guys all put together and mounted on top of this guy here. So I've tried. I don't think my split 4 angle is going to work today. It might work. Let's see. No, because that's going to reflect anything I do on screen up above. So if I bring this back into screen to see you guys, you're not going to be able to see the instructions. So, and I'm going to peek at the instructions once in a while. So this is going to be one stream where I won't be able to share the instructions on a full-time basis. And because again, my other 2 monitors are down. Hey, Joe Velasco, how are you? And Dominic, hello, hello, hello. So let's see what I can put in that other slot. So we have a close-up camera here. We have this camera here. Okay, I know what I'll put in that slot on the top right. We will put, let's see, is it this one? And we got this camera down here, which gives kind of a weird angle. But I got to suck the gut in when I do that. I think this one here, if I move this one up, and then bring this guy up here. There we go. Then we can have that kind of a 4-split view right there. I think that's going to work out here. And unfortunately, as I say, just because of the way I've torn things apart right now, I can't quite do the 4 screens. I can't show the instructions because I have to basically pop the instructions open a little bit for myself and, make sure I know what I'm doing. So, okay. Now, let me just, okay, so I think I'm at the point now where I've got these put together enough where I can put the feet on these guys. There we go. So I have to flick back and forth. So we're going to use an M5 by 16 to put the feet on each of these ends. Man, this is going to be one fun challenge to work on. With one monitor, you get kind of spoiled with having 3 monitors going, but we'll make it work. Okay, so let me just lay my bolts all out here. M316, I think that's what, I know it said an M516. Let's see. Yeah, I just have to keep switching. M516, okay. Next week, we'll be in a little better position. We'll be a little more prepared as far as having the studio. It won't be 100% next week because it's a lot of work, but it'll get done. Hey, Brian Murphy, how are you? Okay, and let's grab the remaining 3 feet here. Oh, one thing I want to try. There's a new feature that came out. I don't know when in. So we're going to try this, and you guys tell me if it's too loud. But I can add my own music now to the background music in StreamYard. For those of you guys that stream, you can now add your own music. So wow. I'm just going to put some nice quiet music on there. Tell me in the comments if this is too loud or if it's annoying. I just downloaded a bunch of tracks. But I figure it's really good to have some little distractions in the quiet times. So, okay. Let me grab out my hex keys. And I don't know if that's gonna loop through my microphone or not. So let me know. Let me know. I'm kind of flying weird today just because of the tell me I put nuts in these. You can't hear. Too low. Okay, hang on. No, that one's annoying. Okay, here. Try this. Okay. Yeah, okay, I thought I might have forgot to put the nuts in these, but I guess I didn't. Yes. Anybody wants to shout out anybody, shout them out. And Dave Gatton, I don't know if you have a channel, go ahead and put a link. I don't know if it'll allow you to post a link though, but try. Low and subtle, that's good. Thanks, Jerry. And I'm hoping it's not looping back through my microphone. Still low? Okay, let me get that. I mean, I can turn it up a little bit here. And if it's looping back, and you guys know what I mean, if it's looping back, let me know, because I do have my speaker on here. I can hear it. There we go. I'm not sure if this microphone is picking it up and you're getting a loop back or not. So, oh, perfect. You posted the link. Oh, great. Thanks, Jerry. Yes, feel free to share anybody. Give anybody a shout out if they stream, if they have a channel. That's what this community is all about, is helping each other out. Okay, we got the feed on. I need a bigger garbage box too. I am going to build a BattleBot, Dominic Versetto. I've already got my, I've already started ordering the pieces. So there's the big servos for the arm, for the fighting arm. There's the wire loom thingy for the servos. I already have a bunch of the other servos. I've already got all my motors from my Speed Racer droid. I've got I had bought a case of those motors, those big ones. So I have the motors. I've got the little on-off switches coming in from Amazon next week, and then I just got to start printing. And I'm waiting for my speed controller boards. I've got them on order from a Canadian company. I think I ordered 2 of them, but they're back ordered, so they're supposed to come middle of this month. We'll see. So, but yeah, I'm excited to do a BattleBot for sure. Okay, so now on these get attached with 2 M5x40s. I'm going to need 6 of these. Okay, and I don't know if I put the T-nuts in yet or not, but we'll see if I did. But M5 T-nuts, I've got lots of them. No, those are the M3s. There's the M5 T-nuts right here. Sounds okay on your side, non-fan? Perfect, thank you. No loop back? Oh, that's good. I'm surprised there's no loop back, because my speaker's on and my microphone is like, I don't know, 2 feet from my speaker. That's good. Okay, so I just want to make sure I have everything I need for this. That's there. So we're going to put the 2 M5x40 screws here. I'll show you guys what I'm looking at real quick here. So we're going to put the 2 M5x40 screws in to hold that in. And then we bring in the motor, slides into place, and then we need an M5x10 button head. So let me grab my M5x10. In here somewhere, M5x10, and then we use our locking lever. We leave it loose, and on the next step, close the belt tensioner, and then we tension the screws down. I've already put the rubber feet on, then we check the position, and we're good to go. Okay, good. Okay, so if we come back to this view. Okay, sounds good. Thanks, Apprentice. Appreciate that. Thanks for letting me know that. Okay, so we're going to get up here. Yes, I am wearing shorts. You'll probably see my legs in 1 or 2 of the camera shots. Oh, maybe not. Anyways, nice hot day here today, so I am wearing shorts. Okay. Okay, all right. There's that heat that I dropped. I just stepped on it. So we'll come to this corner here. Let's do it this way, and then I'm not sure which. Actually, if I bring this camera up, there we go. It'll kind of show this corner and what I'm doing here. So with this, I just want to make sure I get the right piece on the right side. So this guy goes on here. No, does it? Yes, it does. Okay. That is the battle that they had, a challenge they had at Murph. Yeah, the battle bots. You need a Voron so you can print parts to build a Voron. Yes, we all have that issue. Okay, let's just see, make sure I do this right, so this looks right. Okay, just want to make sure that I get this position right, and I didn't put my T-nuts in there, so we're going to throw a couple of T-nuts in here. Let me bring the microphone up a little higher so I can be heard, but out of the way of the close-up camera. It's about the size of your hypercube. Yeah, it's 300 by 300. Come on, man. I am not a fan of opening Ziploc, these tiny Ziploc bags. Come on, come on. There we go. I can never get a grip on them. There we go. We're going to need a few of these. One there. What's the overhead cam showing here, or is it? Let's get the overhead camera rate there. Oops. I didn't want that to go in that way. There we go. Come on, Tina. Pop in. There we go. Okay, we got those two popped in. Come on, get up higher here. Hang on. There we go. The lights are in a really odd position here. Come back a little bit. There we go. Okay. Okay. Now we're just going to line these T-nuts up so that they're going to be in about the right position. And that looks oh, come on. Pretty darn close. Okay. Get my yellow guy out. Nobody Ziploc will ever get past you. That's just, it's my big fingers trying to open them, you know? Okay, so we need a bolt down here. Oh, that's why we don't put the foot in yet. Silly me. I knew there was a reason we don't put the rubber feet on first. That's okay. Okay, let's make sure this is, there we go. And make sure we're lined up here, which we are. Okay. And then we take the motor. And it has to be this way right here. And we slip it through the gears. Like so. Okay, and then we take our 5 by 10, I believe. Oops, we need a couple more. I'm a little bit 5 by 10s. Make sure. Yep. Okay. I need a couple T-nuts in there. And if I seem a little out of sorts, I am. I'm not used to working in a messy situation like this. And another one. Thanks so much, Jerry. There we go. And as we discovered on the first stream, these T-nuts are a very snug fit for this. So, okay, now let's just position it in the right position. So you're going to go, you're about right, and pretty close right there. Okay, M510. So we get that belt around the gear. Hang on a minute here. Wrong piece. These ones. That one was a bit long. There we go. And we need the tensioner, which are these little yellow guys here. Wondering if just one view would be better than 4 views. I don't know. Oh, we'll live with it. So we gotta get that guy under there. Is that repeating itself? So the other thing I need to do is hey, Andrew Osmond, doing good, thank you. Going good so far. The right one? Let me make sure. Is there a specific one? Let's go to that. Yeah, that's the right one. Doesn't want to hit the hole for me here. Something's blocking it. Do I have the right? Oh no, I don't have the right one. What am I doing? This is the one. Gotta make sure you have the right piece. That's better. I'm looking, I wasn't mirroring it. I was copying it, I wasn't mirroring it. There we go. Okay, so before we tension these guys right up, so tension, no, hang on. I think I got to tighten the one and then tension. Let me just make sure. I always forget. Tension and then tighten. Let's see. Don't tighten. Okay, we put the tensioner in, leave the bolt loose for the next step. Close the belt tension, flip the tensioner belt latch closed. Tighten the bolts. Okay. So we don't really have to tension. You flip this closed. Okay, something's way out of alignment here. Let's see. Okay, I gotta double check my work. My belt is way out of alignment here, so I'm That's odd. Okay, let's take this off and see what I did. Just so you guys know what I'm looking at here. I can't really see any of the views here, but there's a belt on top here, and it's got to align with the gears on the actual foot, have to align with the gear on the motor, and it's way off. It's off by like a half an inch. And I don't know why, because I put those all on. Obviously I did something wrong in a previous step, so let's take it apart and have a look. Okay, let's see. So this one and this one, which are the same. This should be. Let's just see how this one aligns. And that's in there. That's out of alignment too. Is it because my belt popped off in here? Looks like my belt's popped off in here too. I have longer tunes. That's a short one. Okay, for some reason my belt has come off. There we are. No. This is annoying. Okay. Do. Yeah, the turntable makes it really good, really nice. It really does, but I'm trying to figure out why. See, my belt has come right off here. There we are. Now it's on. Now, we're still not lined up. So let me check. Obviously I've got this not set correctly. So I want to go check that. But I'm pretty sure I set it correctly, but hey, obviously I didn't. So let's go back to here in the instructions. Let's go back a little bit here. Okay, we've done that's fine, and then we get to the motors. There we go. So there's the tool we used. At that, I'm gonna ensure that I have these the right distance, because this is off by a fair bit right now. Okay. And it's not off. Problem is I got Loctite on these too. So let's just see. These should still, oh yeah, they'll still come loose. They're just very, very snug with the Loctite. So we're just going to reconfirm the height of these. Right there. Oops. The flat side here. Let's reconfirm. right there. According to the gauge, that is, according to the gauge, that is, oops, if I level it out, that is the correct height for that gear right there. Oh, okay. Okay, let's try it again. Is it upside down? No, it's the way it should be going. What I thought first, did I put it on upside down? But no. So this should come in like that, and that still looks like it's off, but I can adjust that. That's one thing that we had to do as a final check adjustment anyways on it. And if I have to, I'll pull that gear out a little more. So let's just go with that, and then we'll adjust it as needed. And we're dropping screws. There we go. There goes the gravity train. Okay. Those lined up. Here we go. Okay. I did it again. I gotta mirror it. There we go, that's the right piece. Okay, loose, not snug, loose, loose. Then we pull that over, and we snug, tighten. There we go, okay. Yeah, so definitely need to move. If I turn this and check the alignment, I've got some belt rubbing on this. There we go. I got some belt rubbing on this, so I have to adjust that slightly. So let's loosen these off. And we'll pull that out a little bit. Not a lot. Okay. Oh, come on. This guy is loose. Man, all my hex keys are loose. Stay. There we go. Now let's check the alignment. Could be more. That's better. Much better. Okay. You need ABFG, excuse me, ABFH. As busy, I don't know what that means. So we can put the foot back on now. So that means this one should be good to go. Okay, that's those two. Now we got to do the same on the other side. Right. Yeah, okay. So let's throw some T-nuts in here while I'm thinking of it. We'll get these T-nuts all in place. Some of them, yeah, see, some of them go in rather simple, some of them don't. Okay. Mm-hmm. There we go. These ones are all going in relatively easily, for the most part. There we go. There we go. Now, the one thing I wish they would do on StreamYard, hey, Stephen Poole, big FN hammer. Oh, the one thing I wish they do, it's great that they've let you put your own music in, but what they need to let you do, there we go. What they need to let you do is have a shuffle button. I've got a whole bunch of songs in there, but they're 3-4 minutes long. They need a shuffle button. They have a repeat button, so it repeats the same song, but they need a shuffle button so you can shuffle the music. So, yeah. Oh, this is a vocal track. Cool. Vocal track. I can talk over the vocal track. Okay. So this next one is like this. Mirrored of these other ones. Carmen Miranda. Is that who's singing? This is Jesse Villa Drama. Jesse Villa. Carmen Miranda. I use screwdrivers like a Spanish guy. Yeah, if I need to hammer anything, I use the end of this. So. Okay, let's get these peanuts in place. Looks about right. We need our 40mm guys here.
Snakes for a long time. Say everyone loves a wild child. Building up a house, now you're burning it down. Cause you're gonna do what you wanna. Thriving in a mess, hoping for the best. Say you're not afraid of the karma. Always at the sound of things hitting the ground. So don't go telling your mama. Placing all your bets, play it close to the chest now.
Everything is a hammer. Yes. I like Adam Savage's streams. And I just dropped something on it, hit my toe. What hit my toe? Yeah, this hit my toe. Fortunately, it was blended down. Okay. And there goes my wonderful dog barking again. Okay, so we got that motor going in. Line up these nuts. There we go. Pizza delivery just arrived. No, not tonight. I don't know what he's barking at. Not sure what he's barking at down there, up there tonight. And I believe this one goes this way. No, that's not right. Hang on. It's got to be this one. Aha! There's only one. Fortunately, only one of them will fit. So we make sure those are not snug. Okay, then we pull that over and we tighten. And let's check alignment here again. That one aligned great. Perfect. Interesting why this other one didn't align so well. But it's good now. Anyways. That one aligned perfect. So this guy, we'll put a foot on and we're done. There we go. Pizza delivery for the DeWitt family. Okay. And the last one. I need a drink. I really need a drink. There we go. I'm not 100% yet. I'm still very thirsty. Like I'm still dehydrated. That's okay, I can tough it out. Okay, alignment. There.
You could start a war from a whisper. You wanna play with fire.
I think we're okay there. And two more 40 millimeters. And of course, I missed the T-nut with that one. There we go. Okay, that guy's in. And the last one of these. Last Z motors. Oops. Don't come off belt. There we go. Let's get these lined up. Looks about right. Okay. Barking dog playing child. Mommy's not home yet from work, so child is playing. He knows I'm live. There we go. 21 people watching. Thank you so much, everybody who's here. Okay, let's snug that. There we go. Pretty cool design. This whole thing is very well designed. It's kind of cool. Whoever comes up with these things. And let's just check the alignment. And this belt looks like it is a line. Oh, it's not bad. It's not rubbing. Not perfectly centered on. I might just move that over a hair. Yeah, I'm going to move that one over just a little bit. Just going to move this guy over a little wee bit. Just to prevent any possible rubbing if there we go, just a tad. And that's better. Okay, good. One more foot. Okay, there we have 4 Z motors in place. Smash that like button. Only 16 likes and 21. Okay, that's it. I'm stopping the stream. 20 likes, I'll continue. I'm kidding. Let's go back to play 1. Let's see what we got to do next here. And for those of you that joined late, I am in the middle of a studio makeover, so that's why you're seeing some weird screen stuff and I'm not sharing the instructions. It's just because I can't. Why is that there? I don't need that there. There we go. Oh, sounds like Mummy's home. Okay, so we have completed the 4 Z motors. Now we are on to the Z idlers. Oh, we get to put some Z idlers together. There we go. Cool. Okay. Let's come back to the cam split. Z idlers. I got to find those pieces now. So I need they're little angry face looking things. So you see here, they're little angry face. I call them angry faces because they're the way their eyebrows are pointed. And then we need our accessory, our yellow pieces. So where is my bins? It's not going to be in here. Where are they? There's one. Oh, did I do these in carbon fiber? 2, 3. I did. Here's my 4. You know, you got a nice voice and all, but I'm going to turn another different track on here. Why did I got to turn on a different track here? Let's try this one. Okay. So what I did is I printed these in PETG carbon fiber. These guys right here. So that's the ones I call my angry face, whatever you want to call it. So we have these. Whoop. And now we're going to find the accent color. (22 of 23). Awesome. Thank you, everybody. Now the accent color, I believe these are the pieces I'm looking for, but I'm not 100%. No, those aren't the pieces. That's not what I want. The pieces I'm looking for look like this. 1, 2 of them, 3, and 4. There we are. Okay, so we got those 4. So these are somehow going to go together. Okay. So I need to. You guys seeing what I'm seeing? You are good. Looks like I need an M3 nut and an M316 and an M5 by 30. Okay, so let's get some pieces out here. M3 nuts. So many parts. M3 nuts. Where are my nuts? M3 by... No. Oh man. Did I pull my nuts out already? Huh. X nuts, M3, 7 of them. There we go. Ryan Thorpe. Ah! Okay. We're going to need 4 nuts. 4 M3 nuts. Okay, we're going to need M316 socket head. M316 socket head cap screws. We need 4 of those. And we're going to need M5 by 30 button head. Here we are, 4 of those. And we're going to need some GT2 20-tooth idlers. That's going to be in the motion box, I bet. Two GT 20-tooth 5mm by 9mm idlers. That's the ones. Make sure. Yeah, it's the only 4-pack of idlers in there, so it's got to be the right one. Okay. Check your pockets. Oh, you guys, there's only so many things I will do on stream. Come on. Okay. Come on. Okay, what if I put that in a window on its own? Minimize that. There we go. That's going to be a lot easier to play with. Okay. So we need a nut in the top. That is not quite going to fit. This nut hole. Okay, so I'm going to cheat. I'm going to get an M3 40mm. We'll just prepare all these parts. Put the M3. Oh, come on, that's tight. I didn't post drill these holes out. I should have. Let me just quickly grab my bits here. And let me just do it quick. There we go. How's that? Is that okay now? I don't know why. Okay, you know what happened? For some, it muted on StreamYard somehow. I should be back now. Lower the music a tad, no problem. There we go. I should be back. See if I can get this one pushed in. Oh, there, that one went in actually much better. Just a matter of, it's just the printing tolerance on these. I'm gonna get this one in a little further. Okay. Ooh. Bingo. I feel so out of sorts on this stream right now, but that's okay. It's just because I'm... That's okay. I'm going to stop making excuses and just keep building. Okay. And see if this will push in. Oh, that's hard. Let's give this a little bit of a hammer. And that'll work. Okay, those nuts are embedded. That's hard on the old soft hands. Better. Thank you so much. Thanks, Brendan. Okay, where were we at here? Let me just scooch up to my instructions. Okay, so these are guys. So let's see, we have this one that's facing, then we get this one, and this is going in like that, or is it above? No, that's going in above like that. Okay, so that's going on like this. Then we have an M316 going in. Okay, so that's going above like that. Then we have an M316. M316. Oh, I already pulled them out. They're right here. Okay. That should be this guy. Nope. That is... Where's my other one? Where's my other one? I didn't use it as a hammer. There it is right here. The 2.5 millimeter. And this is going in like this. Oh, and that's pulling the nut down into place anyways. There we go. Finish that nicely. And I think all these parts are the same. There we go. Hey, old curmudgeon. I didn't have to hammer them down after all. Look at that. That's okay. Get to show off my hammering skills. And then we have this one. And one more. Uno más. Uno más. The extent of my Spanish. Uno más. Dos cerveza, por favor. There we go. Hey, Rex Waldy, how are you? And there we go. Okay, we have 4 creepy eyes all set up, so forth. Now let me double check the instructions again. Now it looks like we're going to put the M5 by 30 through with the idler. I see, and then it's going to go into with the T-nuts. We're going to seat it in the corner. So I'm going to just display this screen, what you can see. So we put the idlers in here with the M5 by 30. And we put 2 T-nuts inside. So it's going to go, I've got to turn this frame over. I don't necessarily have to turn the frame over, but it's going to go on the, above the, I got to make sure I get it in the right position as far as where the linear rails are. And then we're going to secure that with M5 by 30s, which is the same one we're securing the gear with. And we're going to repeat it in all 4 corners. Yeah, okay. So we've built all the Z idlers already. Okay, so that should be pretty straightforward what we're going to do here. So, should be, but hey, let's get the idlers out. Oh, this bag's easy to open because the flaps up top are all separated. So we're going to get these idlers out. And so these guys, let me just make sure I get these going in the right way. Okay, so the bolts are going in. Okay, of course, in the front. Okay. So basically, this little indent here is what's going to be going in the channel of the rail. So looking at it this way, I just want to make sure I get these going in the right way. I don't want to assume anything. Oop. Okay, so it looks like the nut's always going to face the opposite direction. There we go. Or are these going to be self-tapped in? Or do I have to drill these holes out again? Oh, these are probably meant to be a little snug. Don't go rolling too far away from the idler. That is not the right. That is not the right size. That is not going to fit in there. Is that a 9mm? Let me make sure. Did I pull the wrong idlers out? Hey, Dum Dum Dev. That's a 5mm. See, that's, let's see. Go back to the instructions here. 9mm idler, and that's what that was. Here's the bag. That's not the same. Okay, yeah. So this says 20 GT2, 2GT, same thing, 20 tooth, idler 9mm wide, 9mm wide. These came out of here. And these idlers are Oh, hang on, I don't think my screen. Let's see. These idlers are 14 millimeters. Oh, did I miss a super chat? I'm sorry. And tonight, Andrew, listen, let me double check. I apologize if I did. I don't. Oh, there it is. Thank you so much, Andrew. You wanted to hear sound effects. Oh, you want to hear
Super chat.
Thank you so much. And I'm sorry I missed that. I do get focused on it. I've only got one monitor tonight because I'm in the middle of a studio upgrade where I'm going to have a little better layout, more room, and I'll be able to focus on it more. So I apologize, Andrew. But thank you very much. I appreciate that. But I think I've run into a little snag here. The bag these idlers came out of says that they're 9 millimeter wide, 5 millimeter inner dimension, 9 millimeter wide idlers. So there's the bag they came out of. I don't know if that's easier to see. Anyways, but these idlers are 14 millimeters wide. 14 millimeters. So I need to figure out, and these idlers are supposed to go, they're supposed to be 9 millimeter idlers to fit in here for my Z pulleys. We are fairly too wide, so I need to find out if I have some 9 millimeter idlers somewhere else. Because these came out of this bag and it says 9 millimeters, but they are definitely not 9 millimeters. I love it when a plan falls into place. Measure the other wide. Oh, maybe the other wide? Oh, so you're saying measure, maybe this is the 9 millimeters here? No. That way, they're 12. I would think that's the way they should be 9 millimeters. That's 14 right on the nose. That's a 14 millimeter idler. Inner dimension, which is right here, is 5 millimeters. So the inner dimension is 5 millimeters, which is what it said. And then outer dimension, oh, this way you're saying. Yeah. No, not even that way as an outer dimension. That's 15 millimeters. Okay, there's nothing on here that measures 9 millimeters. Yet the packaging says that it's a 5 millimeter inner dimension, 9 millimeter wide. So if I can focus on the package here, oops, you'll see. I don't know what's going on with this stupid camera here. I think I dropped it one too many times. Yeah, right there. You can see there where it says 9 millimeter wide. 5 millimeter inner dimension and then 9 millimeter W. So 9 millimeter the width of the belt. Let's see what the inside dimension is. 9 millimeter could be the width of the belt for sure. The inside of that is 11 millimeters, the inside width of that. So that'll handle up to an 11 millimeter belt. Now I'm just going to make sure that there's not, that I'm not missing something, because I need 4 of them. There's 2 more pulleys, 2 more idlers, and they're 5 millimeter. No, sorry, those are 10 millimeter width. Those would fit in there, but there's only 2 of them. So I'm just going to check through the boxes to make sure I'm not missing something. That's a, oh no, sorry, those are 6 millimeter. This is a 6 millimeter wide, even though, yeah, and it measures, that's funny, and that measures 10 millimeters. So I'm No, I've got to think this. Maybe that could be the belt width. You're right. That could very well be the belt width too. Let's just see. Unless I have to force these in here. Yeah. No, there's no way I'm going to get this. Hang on, it's hard to, there's no way I'm going to get this into here. There's no way that's going to fit in there. So let's just go to the instructions again. G2 22th idler 9mm wide. This is a G2 22th idler 9mm. So I'm going to look in where the belts are. Let's go back here. Oops. There we go. Wooden spin. I'm going to look back where the belts are. Now, where's the belts? Here's the belts. They're 6mm belts. So 5.9mm. I'm sorry, 9mm belts and 6mm belts. So there's two different belts. So yeah, 9mm belts are going to be the Z belts probably. So that, you're right. That's probably a 9mm wide, but that gear is still not going to fit in there. I'm just going to see if maybe they're in a different bag. So there's no idlers in there. This is just electronics. There shouldn't be any idlers in here. Well, there's no idlers in here. Okay. Large enough hammer will fit it, yeah. I'm wondering. And then we have a cable kit. And this is just all wiring. That's just all wiring. Okay, so. So it has to be these idlers. Okay. So the only other thing, let me take one of these. Maybe take one of these apart. Let me take one of these apart. I wonder if, oh, you know, it's a good point. Did they change their idler part STL? Ah, I see what you're saying. Did they put a bigger idler in and change the part? I'll look at that. Let's see. Yeah, definitely. This idler. Okay, maybe I printed the wrong part. That's a good point there, Duff. Let me have a look. So let me minimize. LDO. I have a specific folder here that I created, and it's called LDO files. Right here. Okay, why is that? Okay, just having a look here. Let me share this screen. So this is Voron 2.4 LDO files. So it's going to be the Z idlers. So we're going to have Z drive. Z retainer, Z motor mount, Z retainer. Oh no, these are an accented part. These actually might be in my gold parts folder. Z tensioner, blower. Oh, okay, so that's the... I see the issue right away. Okay, so this one here says it's a 6 millimeter part. Okay, that's not the same part here. I'm not seeing any chat right now, by the way, because I'm only on one screen, so bear with me. I bet that's, you know what? Son of a gun, right there. There's a 9 millimeter. Okay, well. Here we go. Obviously, LDO changed their part, or put a different part in. Yeah, oopsie. Yeah. Unless, let me double check. Because I thought I was careful with those. I gotta tell you, there's a ton of parts to print for this thing, and if I screwed a couple up, it doesn't surprise me. Okay, that's the only source I have for the gold part, so obviously I totally screwed that up. Okay, well, that means that I gotta put this aside for now, for a minute, and we're gonna print a couple parts. What are we at? We're at 6:30. Still got an hour and a half. Let's see how long these parts will take to print. Because I can't do anything without these parts. Can't finish the build. I can't continue without these parts. So I didn't want to have to print parts on the live stream, but if it's not the right part, it's not the right part. There's nothing I can do about it. But as Llama said, oopsie, yeah. Solution is simple. And yeah, and Duff says, good to know I'll be in the same boat. And he should still be awake. You guys. So let's just do this. Move this aside. Let's slide this. Whoops. Let's slide this over. And guess what? Guess what color ABS I happen to have on this printer? I happen to have ABS Harvest Gold on this printer. Let's get a plug. And let's print a couple parts. Dang, that's embarrassing. Ah, it's okay. I get over it rather quickly. Your kit uses all the stock 2.4 Z parts. Yeah. Yeah, and again, it's I downloaded a whole bunch of files from the LDO, or from the the LDO site, saying use these parts. Then there was all the parts that were just the standard kit builds, and obviously this is the one that I missed. I picked the wrong ones when I printed them, so. Okay, let me make sure I'm connected to my printer. Let's see, and try again. Okay, did it change IPs on me? No. I'm just here, I can share my screen here, and I'm just trying to I think it was 119. There it is. Here we go. I don't know, sometimes I have an issue connecting to this. Yeah, of course you're not connecting to Moonraker. Why? It changes IP on me sometimes too. So let me find out the proper IP. And I can't see chat right now. Again, guys, I apologize. So let me do my IP scanner. Let me scan and see which one's showing up as Raspberry Pi. I haven't put a static IP on these yet. I very rarely turn them off. Oh, so we have 82 and 84, so it's going to be the 82. No. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, no, there's the 119. Okay. Let's try that. I'm sure it's not going to be the 82 or the 84. I'm sure it's the 119. No, that's the file version, so it's going to be 119 for sure. 119. There it is. Okay, make sure we're working. Yeah, that's the one. There we go. And I'm just going to heat this up. $250 and $100 for the bed. There we go. I don't read. I know. I think it was there in the tub. You think it was there in the tub? Let's have a look. You think it was here? No. No, they're not here. There would have been 4 pieces. They're definitely not here. No, and that's my accent part tub. Nope, nope. Definitely not here. But that's got actually let me redo this just to be sure. Last thing I want is for a print to fail while I'm trying to do this. I do have to get in the habit of reading the chat closer. Way longer. What? Right there. Yay, no. What? There's not. Those pieces are not in the tub. I promise you, those pieces are not in the tub. I promise you. They are not here. I'm looking for these pieces right here. They are not in this tub. Now I have tubs of black parts, but they wouldn't have been printed black. They would have been printed in the gold. So we're gonna coat this again. I use nanopolymer adhesive. Guaranteed adhesion. There we go. That way I don't have to worry about it. You know, I may not need it, but I'd rather have it on there and not need it on there than not have it on there and need it on there. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, not the right one. Oh, the thing you saw was longer. Okay, I see what you're looking for. I see what you're saying. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and slice this part up. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave my Prusa slicer is already open. I just printed these two parts earlier yesterday. And let's find that part that I just missed, and I believe it was in the gold parts, and I believe it was the, no, where did I find it? Tensioner left, tensioner right, no. I want to make sure I find it. 9mm, that one right there, 9mm by 4, that's the one. And so let's, there we go. 9mm by 4. All my settings should be right from last time. 4 perimeters, 5 and 5. Infill is 40% gyroid. Skirt and rim is fine, and my temperature should be about what they were for last time. So we should be good because I was printing Voron parts earlier. So we'll slice that up. 37 minutes for each one. Let's just go ahead and print it, and we'll just, you know, talk about things. I suppose I can't really do anything without these. Why are we not exporting? 119 test. Connection to Octoprint works correctly. Later. Okay. Oh, you're not letting me export. What the heck is going on with you? Okay, we'll just throw it to the download folder. And then we'll just import it. There it is there, and we'll print it. Okay, and just waiting for the bed to heat up now. And let's get back to the stream. There we go. So we're just waiting for the bed to heat up. Yeah, sorry about that, guys, but mistakes happen. Just slows me down a little bit. I'll print one and then we'll build one while the other ones are printing. I can fit more on the plate, but I want to get one printed and then 1 or 2 printed and then build them while I'm doing. If I put 4 on the plate, that's 4 hours, or that's 2 hours. I want to at least get one built for the stream, so I'm just going to do one at a time for now. So, and it'll go quicker. Yeah, it is. Yeah, faster to print single. That, especially if I want to get one built. So, excuse me. My mistake. I'm gonna double check this week and make sure that it doesn't happen with other parts. But I mean, I'm usually pretty careful with that. So. And we're at 89 on the bed. The bed's got to get to 100 before it'll start up here. So we're just about there. It's nice to have this little display on here. I can actually see the temperature on there instead of having to switch to clipper on the screen there. And get the test fit going too. Yes, exactly. Make sure that one's going to fit. So I won't throw these out. I mean, if there's somebody else out there or anybody building that happens to be building these with the 6mm and they want the gold accent parts, well, hey, we'll hang on to those anyways. These parts are fine. Hey, that music, I gotta change. Let's try, what's this one? There we go. So we'll get this going. I can turn that around. You won't be able to see much of this printing. If I have a failure, I can swap it out with new idlers. True. Can you still use 6? I can't use 6mm idlers if those are using the 9mm belts. Which I don't know if the 9mm belts are being used on the Z or if they're being used on the X and Y. And we're using 6mm on the Z. I don't know. I would imagine we're using the 9mm belts on the Z if we're using the 9mm idlers. So that's just my educated guess. Well, I guess in the meantime I could put some while this is starting, I just want to make sure this starts okay. We're at 98 degrees. It should start up any second now. And I believe I have to adjust my Z a little bit on this. I haven't, let's see what we're doing here. Yeah, I got to move my Z up. Yeah. A little snot out of there. I moved it up last time, but I didn't save it. I didn't do my save config when I moved my Z up last time. It was 1.14. There we are. There we are. Now, while this is going really quick, I'm just going to make sure. Yeah, it's definitely wider. It's definitely wider. Let's see if I can get a camera on this. Give you guys something to watch while we talk. I can't open the, this might be blurry a bit, so hang on for a second. Oops, wrong one. Oh yeah, get a bit of reflection there too. But I can't open the door, it's ABS. I want to keep the door closed. There it goes. There we are. 9mm on Z has been spec for a while. Then I wonder why these 6mm parts are even available. I mean, I wonder why this part was even available for me to print if 9mm has been spec for a while. Anyways, that's okay. It's my bad for printing the wrong part, even if the wrong part was made available. So. Yeah. Anyways, so this will print. This is a 34-minute print. So we'll let this go, and we'll get one going. There we go. I like, who said it earlier? Was it Tim doesn't change filament, he swaps printers. Nice. That's good to know, Ryan. Yeah, I'm excited to get this build done. It's going to take a while because I'm doing it all live, but hey. Let's see, who said that? Oh, Duff. Tim doesn't swap spools, he swaps printers. True. So for those of you that did join later, I am in the middle of a studio upgrade, I guess, if you want to call it. I used to have a wall straight ahead of me here where I sit, and that wall's come down. I was too limited in space. I felt claustrophobic in it. So I have taken down my 2 spare monitors, which is why things are kind of a little out of sorts tonight. And I'm working on a whole new setup, which is, I'm going to have my rat rig in behind me in the new setup. I'll have my rat rig, my FlashForge Creator 3 in behind me, so that I can have prints running on the rat rig while I, seems like it was a frame. No, this is a different printer, Mike. We ran into an issue where I had to reprint some parts because I chose the wrong size part. I chose a 6mm instead of the 9mm pulley part for the Z pulleys, and I have to reprint the pulleys. So it was my mistake. "9mm ones are the only ones they have current on GitHub." Wow. Okay. Well, that's where I got all these files, was from the Voron 2.4 GitHub. So obviously I got some bad files. So, but they were, well, you saw them there. They were labeled 6mm. So how did I get the wife to let me have the extra room? Well, sympathy, I guess. I don't know. She just said to me one day, why don't you just move that wall? And so we're just separating it a bit. Ethan doesn't come down here to play a whole lot. He plays in his room, or he plays his games upstairs and stuff. So we didn't need all that room. But the way I'm redoing it, there's going to be room for everybody down here, really. So I'll still have the love seat. I'll still have the TV. But the studio will be a little more spread out. But the lights will be, I'll be taking my lights and moving them out of the way if I need to during the week. I can move my cameras out of the way. I'm going to have it set up so that I can maneuver my lights depending on what I'm doing and what I'm building. Yeah. Until recently, you thought I had more space behind the monitors. No, yeah. So there was a, I don't know. So there was a, here, let me use this camera and show you. There was a wall. I can just lift this up right here. There was a wall right there, kind of where that light is. There was a wall on this side of the light that I've taken off. So part of that wall went, oh, why am I dark all of a sudden? Part of that wall went right over there. You can see the frame. I've got to put the coroplast in it yet. That's going to separate the laundry room from this room. And then the other part of the wall went right over there, at the bottom of the stairs, to cover the stuff in that back room. So that's just spare coroplast. Is going to be an entrance right in there. And then the studio is going to go back to where you see the belt printer there. The studio is going to go back all the way over to where I am. So I'm going to have a whole lot more room back there. A whole lot more room in here to do some stuff to spread out a little bit more. And I'm going to clean up my background. My background, instead of what I've got behind me now, is going to be my rat rig and my Flashforge Creator 3, and then maybe a shelf with some prints or something on it. It's going to be an interesting background, but it's not going to be a cluttered background. I don't want clutter in my backgrounds. So I was tight, yes. And then if I would drop anything behind the bench, it was pretty much lost until I was able to get back and behind there. So when I took the wall down, I did a lot of vacuuming, and there was a lot of clunk, tink, tink, clunk, clunk going up into the vacuum. So a lot of screws. Exactly. That's why I built that wall around there, for those pipes I kept kicking, because it was plumbed in for a bathroom. And so the wall is now there, so you literally can't kick those pipes unless you go in behind that wall and kick them. So, and again, they're temporary walls framed with 2x4s. I'm not screwed into the floor. They're supported with the ceiling rafters, with the 2x4 going up and just supporting it. And then they've got coroplast screwed into them. So they're not like solid drywall walls. I don't need them to be solid walls. They're just divider walls. So, yeah. So you're saying you drop things. No, I never drop anything built over bought. I don't drop a thing. Not me. So there we go. Yeah, so it'll be, yeah, from what you can see behind me here now, it's going to be a lot less cluttered. And the lighting will be a little better too. It's a little dark now just because things are in a shamble. I was going to try and attempt to get things moved around for tonight's stream, but I thought no, because I'll have everything taken apart. And when I unplug the computer, I can't get over how many cables I've got running between cameras and microphone, lights, computer, you name it. So many cables. So many cables. So we're already at where's my clipper window? There it is. I should pull you out and then put you into I don't know why my clipper window changed. It looks like it's bigger than it should be. Weird, like I'm missing some screens. It's okay. When I unplugged my other two monitors, everything kind of went wonky on this monitor because I was sharing everything on the monitors, right? So we're at 25% of the way through this print already. 29 likes. There was more people watching before, Joe. There was a, so you're saying you have cables. Yes, I have cables. There was more people watching. People dropped off, have dropped off since I screwed these parts up, since I had to reprint this part. So, because now it's just watching a printer versus me watching build something. So, but that's just the way, that's the way it rolls. I'm not going to jump ahead and try and build something else. I'm going to go in the order of the manual. So, could be the music too that's turning people away. It keeps repeating. It's great that StreamYard put this feature in where I could bring my own music in, but it would be much nicer if they could allow me to shuffle the songs. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got 15 music tracks in here, but I can't shuffle them. So, unfortunately. Don't call it screwing up, call it practice. It is. Stephen Poole still lurking. Awesome. Says the person that dropped a screwdriver earlier in the night. Me drop stuff? No, and I dropped one, almost hit my toe. If it had gone this way, that would have hurt. That would have hurt my toe. Fortunately, this little 01 prints really well, so I guess I could speed it up a bit, but nah, why bother? Both no. The other V0 is not working yet. No, the other V0 I ran into an issue. I just haven't had a chance because I was sick all last week for the most part. I haven't had a chance to do much with it, but I'm going to go with the kit Stealth Burner versus the LGX Lite. What's that? What was it I had on it? That other extruder, I think it was called the LGX Lite. I was having troubles with it. It wasn't. I mean, it would not feed the filament properly at all. I took it apart and put it back together 3 or 4 times, made sure everything was lined up, and for some reason it was not feeding filament properly. So I took it apart. I'm gonna print the parts and put the mini Stealth Burner, I think it's called, the same one that's on here. I'm going to put the same print head that's on here, same feeder and everything, and we're going to put it back together. Set it up to change music when people donate. I wish they could do that, right? They need a jukebox feature, right? I put a list of tracks. You can go in and put $0.25 or $1 in, and you can pick your own song. Yeah, so I'm gonna, the other one's all, I had it all together, it's running, it's fine. The clipper and everything's on it, running fine. It's just that darn extruder. I couldn't get that extruder to work. So that's going to be a project after I get the studio back up and set up. And I've got to take a closer look at that extruder and see what's going on with it. It's right here. It's the Bondtech. I think it's called the LGX Lite. It's this guy right here. This one. I could not get anything to feed through it. I mean, it's working fine. It turns fine. But when I had it on there and hooked up, it was not working for the life of me. So, yeah. So we'll see. I'll try it on something else. I don't know. So. I remember jukeboxes. That'd be a cool collection to have in your house, the jukebox, but the one that played the old 45s. I mean, I remember modern days they had CD jukeboxes where it would play a CD. But to have an old 45 RPM jukebox in the house would be so cool. I imagine they're out there. So. So I've been printing some of the other parts that I've been running for this thing. Where did I put them? I've been running some carbon fiber parts. Oh no, that's the ABS. I've been running some PETG carbon fiber for some of my parts, and they're turning out really well. I have carbon fiber nylon I've got to test, but I haven't had much luck with bed adhesion, and I think I need a more temperature controlled chamber for running the carbon fiber nylon. But I also have a roll of high temperature carbon fiber nylon, which runs at 320 degrees, I believe. Let's see. Where's the box? Yeah, I have a spool here of it's Matter 3D. I didn't learn till recently. Amide is the same as nylon, so it's amide 66, high temperature carbon fiber. So the print temp on this is 265 to 305 degrees. And the bed is 70 to 95, so pretty low bed temperature, but I ran the regular nylon carbon fiber, not the high temperature. I could not get it to stick. It kept warping, and I think it was my bed adhesion, and the only thing I hadn't tried at that point was a glue stick. So I was told that glue stick is good for nylon, so we're going to try some glue stick on the next time. And hopefully I have better luck with some glue stick. But I think from what I've been reading and watching, a temperature controlled chamber is critical for running nylon. So if I do run it again, it'll be on the FlashForge Creator 3, which is a temperature. Well, it doesn't actually have a chamber temperature adjustment, but it's got the best enclosures as far as maintaining temperatures inside. I don't know. I guess I could consider the Voron 0 a enclosed. It's definitely an enclosed chamber, but it's not airtight in the sense that is it going to maintain a high enough temperature. So we'll have to figure that out. Okay. In the meantime, I'm going to need to, while this is printing, I wonder if I should turn this guy back over. Yeah, I'm going to turn this frame back over. So I'm going to switch the cameras here for a minute. If I do the split view, there we go. Let's turn this back over. Let's turn you up on your feet. Oh, you got some weight to you now. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Beauty. And then, if I go ahead and look at those instructions again really quick, where do we need to place those T-nuts? So the T-nuts are going in side rail right here. Oh, sorry, right here. Is that right? I'm looking at this with the linear rail this way. We're going in this side for the T-nuts, this side, here, and here. Okay. So let's do that. Slide in some T-nuts while this is printing. We're going to need 8 of them all together. Let's make sure Those ones don't want to go in super easy. There we go. Come on, get in there. There we go. They've got little grooves on the inside of the extrusions too for the ball of the T-nut to sort of slide on. And that's, I was watching a video the other day of somebody putting together one of these frames. And the particular kit they were using, only two sides of the extrusion had that little groove for the ball of the T-nut to run in. So you had to make sure, that you had that part of the extrusion facing the right way. This one, it's on all four sides, so it doesn't matter. Did I see Nero's Voron chamber installation stream? No, I didn't. Earlier today, no, I didn't. So you can get a 1962 Willits or 45 RPM vinyl jukebox on eBay for only $14.95. That's probably US too, right? Only $14.95. Oh, let's come in here. Since I can't turn this around too easily right now, because I've got things in the way. Come in here. There we go. Get these two nuts in. Oh, can I make this turn? Yes, come on. Get by there. There we go. Just made it. There we go. So we'll get these other T-nuts in this side here. And we'll have all the T-nuts in and ready anyways for those Z-idlers. At least I like this versus the 01. With the 01, if you forget to put you got to preload your nuts, you were hooped. This time, you don't have to worry about forgetting to preload nuts on this one. There we go. Okay, T-nuts ready. T-nuts and peanuts. Excuse me. So my biggest challenge in redoing what I'm going to be redoing for the studio, I won't call it a challenge, but one of my bigger tasks is going to be I don't want to have cables running across the floor, because like right now, for instance, I am running over the one cable for the camera that's over this camera over here. I keep running over the cable. So I want to run cables from the ceiling and hang them down, possibly coming down from the ceiling so that way they're not being tripped over. Local pickup, no comment about shipping, located in New Jersey. Oh yeah, okay, there we go. I'm going to drive right out there. So this part, we are now at 67%. It's making some good progress. We will make sure it fits right, and then we'll continue to print the other parts, and then, yeah. Just slowed us down by an hour or two on the streaming is all, so. And as I say, my bad, but hey, if you're watching this video and you're going to build your own Voron, make sure you print the right parts for the right model, or for the right kit you're doing. Oh, look, my backside. Hi. Oh, that's the camera you can really see the legs on. Woohoo! Oh no, you really can't. You really can't. And you really don't want to. I think I'm going to like the look of this. I wasn't sure about the black and the gold, but I think the black and the gold is going to look good on this when all is said and done. Okay. I'm trying now. I've got my brain is racking now, thinking have I printed any other parts incorrect, but I don't think I have. The only confusing part for me, and I don't need to worry about that till I get to it later, is the parts for the print head. That whole, I think it's called a stealth burner, afterburner, stealth something. Anyways, I got time to think about that though. Okay, no, that music is repeating and repeating and repeating. What haven't I played? Down to 16 people. Yeah. So how's everybody doing so far summer-wise? You guys having high temperatures where you are? Still chilly? We just got into some warm temperatures finally. We had a real rainy start to the summer. We're doing pretty good right now. It was hot this weekend. It was very hot this weekend. Full force fans on sleeping this weekend. Tomorrow we're heading down. Maria and myself and Ethan are meeting another family and their child, a friend of Ethan's, and we're heading down to the Calgary Stampede tomorrow. I haven't been to the Stampede, mind you. It hasn't been on. Well, it was on last year, a mini version of it, but hasn't been on since before the pandemic, and I hadn't been there. And I think last time we went was 4 years ago. So we're going to head down there tomorrow and see what it's all about. 20 Celsius for the last week, and at night close to 10. And that's what we're used to at nighttime, is temperatures dropping. And I don't mind temperatures dropping at bedtime. So, yeah. Seems to be hot everywhere. I think summers are getting warmer and hotter as the years go by everywhere across the planet. So, yeah. Here, what's this camera doing? Not much. This camera's watching the other cameras. But, yeah. Here. Or we can have this camera watching this camera, which is watching the print. Yeah, looking forward to the Stampede. I'm not looking forward to the crowds, but it'll be interesting to see what they got down there this year. And you got to be careful when you go to the Calgary Stampede, because it is a money grab. You can spend money very fast without even realizing it when you're down there. You don't have an air conditioner, sometimes it gets to 105. Ouch. But I hope you have a fan at least. I hope you have fans. I mean, when you get into those temperatures like that, I mean, in my opinion, you're speaking dangerous temperatures. That's crazy. The human body was not meant to sustain, to live in temperatures like that. So, I don't need these views. I can go back to this cam here. No, not that one. That's the one that's showing the back of my body, back of my head. Woo, woo. This one. Here we go. Currently 25 in Columbus, hitting 32 during the day. Yeah, that's about what we were today. We're right now, we're sitting at 22 Celsius, which is, I don't know that in Fahrenheit off the top of my head. Yeah. Our forecast for this week is like tomorrow, 26 tomorrow, 31 Tuesday, 28, 26, 29, 30, 25. No rain in the forecast till next Sunday. So we're in for a hot week. We're in for a very hot week, which is good. It's Calgary Stampede's on this week. There's people from all over the world visiting that go to the Stampede. They're expecting record crowds this year, so it's nice when they have good weather for it. It's nothing worse than, you know, a rainy Stampede week. It doesn't make for a fun week. It makes for interesting chuck wagon races because of the mud on the track, but it doesn't make for fun hanging around the grounds and stuff. So, and you know, rodeos are really messy when it's raining. So, okay, come on, part. We are at 88%. We are almost ready. We'll get this one part printed. We'll get this one part fit in and put on, and then we will start printing the other part, and we'll call it a stream. And I'll have all these other ones ready. And my goal this week, as I say, is to get the studio moved around. And I'm going to double check the next few chapters that we're going to be doing on this build and ensure, I'm confident, but I'm not now. I want to ensure that I have the correct parts all printed. Because it was overwhelming, the list of parts for this build. The fact that there's so many parts to be printed, you have to make sure you get the accent colors right if you want the accent colors. And then you're going to make sure, again, depending on the kit you're doing, if there's any different parts for that particular kit you're doing, you want to make sure that you are running the right parts, obviously, we learned tonight, for that particular kit. But I find it interesting that you guys have said that 9mm Z-belts has been standard for a long time, but yet somehow I came across a 6mm part that I printed. So I shall investigate that myself and see where I went wrong. There we go. You know, it's been 6 months, with December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, almost 7 months now that I've gone without wearing contact lenses. Last year, those of you that have been watching me for a long time know I used to wear contacts and reading glasses. And I got an eye infection just before Christmas last year. I got an eye infection. I was forced to wear these glasses, my actual prescription. These are I forget what they're called, progressives, because they're readers and regulars. So depending on the angle of my head, it took me forever to get used to them, and it was annoying. And I thought, I can't wait to get back to contacts, but I never did go back into contact lenses. I have them. I have a bunch of them left over, but I got comfortable with my glasses, and I'm so glad now because it's so much healthier for my eyes. I had worn contacts for about 22 years. So I think it was time that my eyes got a break. Considering I only have one good eye, too. That sounds Australian, doesn't it? Good eye. Good eye. What do you have? I have a good eye. Good eye, mate. Okay. Enough of that. 12 people. Yes, we're dropping like flies. That's okay. This is not my best live stream by any stretch of the imagination. So, but poop happens and this happens. So it is what it is. We are at 99%. Oh, we're on the top layer now. This is going to be done in like a second. I guarantee it'll be done in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.5, 1 1/4, 1. No fire or cut, so people went looking for action elsewhere. I agree. I don't blame them. You know what? The stream started out interesting, ran into the snag, and now really it's a boring stream. There we are. Parts printed. Parts finished. Okay, let's back this up a bit. Let's pull this 100 friggin' degree bed out so we can cool this part off. quickly. Damn, that's hot. That's twice I've burned myself on a 100-degree bed. Okay, here we go. There we go. And I'm just going to clean my skirt off. I'm going to start the print right away. There you go. Anybody who left just missed me searing my knuckle on that bed. Damn, that's hot. I'm going to put that back in. And we're going to start that next print up right away before that cools off too fast. G-code files, boom, and start print. There we go, before that cools off too fast. So now, let's go back to this view. And we'll move this camera just sort of out of the way here. And we'll bring this down and we'll check. Let's move this printer back out of the way a bit. There we go. Let's grab these idlers and see. Okay, and grab, doesn't matter which one. Okay. Put this piece together. And look at this. Idler. Fits in. Look at that. Yay! This goes in towards this way. Okay. And let's put the idler in here. Yeah, that just kind of self-tapped in there, and that idler is freely spinning. Perfect, just like that. Ideal. Idler. So now, it's going to cheat and look at the instructions again here. We'll get this one installed while the other one's printing. Oops. And M5 by 30s. Let me find those. M5 by 30. Button head cap screw. Yeah. 2 of those. And there we go. And that's going to go in. So we have the little groove goes in the groove of the extrusion. And I screw into the eyeballs of the angry face. Okay, so we have this one. So they can really only go in one way. So we go back over to this view. So that's going to basically go up top. Like so. Where's the overhead camera on this one? Let's just move this one over. So you can see that corner right up here that I'm going to put in. Let me get this printer out of the way. There we go. So we'll put this one in. Huh. I swear I just heard something fall on the floor. Okay, so overhead, there we go. I know my back is blocking this other camera. Oops. So now we need to position the nuts, the T-nuts. There. There. Okay. And we'll screw in the eyeballs. Let's get that T-nut lined up. Looks about right. Slide that. Now, I assume that's going to go right into the groove, which it is. There we go. Now, and there we go. So that's in. I can't. So basically, if I bring this camera over, so there is what we did there. Kind of just slid that so that the little there was a groove on the other side of this that slides into this extrusion. That was just tie on there, and then basically the belt is going to run from here down through this hole into the Z motor. So, whoops. But I'm going to endeavor, is that a word? Next week, I'm hoping the other goal of getting the studio a little bigger too and having ceiling mounted things is I'm going to be able to offer better camera views of when I do little things like that so that you can actually see what's going on. So unfortunately, this week was a shit show for a few reasons. So it happens. It happens. Next week I'll be feeling better, even better. I'll have things set up a little better, but we got some good progress. We got the frame, we got the idlers going in, starting to take a bit of shape. So there we go. Anyways, that's good. So we're gonna let this print. We got 3 more to print. We've seen the one go in. I may just put the other ones in and just start fresh on the next step next week. We'll see. Maybe I will do something. Yeah. Hey, hello, Jay Thornhill. How are you? James T. Butter. So, yeah. So, kind of to summarize tonight, we didn't get as much built as we thought. That was my fault. I had printed the wrong part for the Z idler. I printed a 6mm part instead of the 9mm part. So we printed one 9mm part that we just put in. We're reprinting 3 more of these to go. So that kind of stalled us a little bit. I'm in the middle of switching my studio up, so things are kind of in shambles here. I've only got 1 monitor to look at here, so it's been really hard for... Oh, I can print 4 of these at a time, Joe. I can print 4 at a time on this, so... but I just wanted to get the one printed quickly to try it on stream here to make sure it worked, and it worked fine. So we got the one printing. I'm printing another one here. They take 30 minutes a piece to print, so I'm just gonna, I could put the next one 2 up, but I'm just gonna let them print it and go get some dinner, or come down and swap it out and print another one. I just like printing them that way. If I print 4 and I have a failure, I fail on 4 pieces. Not that that's going to happen, but, you know, knock on wood, it won't. But if I print 1 at a time, I have luck. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. So for 4 small prints, I'm not going to bother with that. But yes, I could actually fit probably 6 or 9 of these up on this build plate, because you can kind of see right here how big it is on the plate. Wrong camera. You can kind of see how big it is on the plate there. So I could probably easily fit 6, probably even 9 of these up if I wanted to, if I had to. But I only need 4. So as I say, just running them one at a time for now. So that one there is already at 21% finished. So we're almost a quarter of the way on this one as it is. So yeah. But yeah, so that's kind of what happened. So next week, if all goes well this week, let's knock on wood. If all goes well this week, next week I'll be in the new setup. I may still be playing with the cameras and so forth, but I'm going to have a lot more space. Things are going to be a lot less cluttered. I mean, if you could see from my view the clutter that I'm looking at, I mean, right now I have stuff, hang on, everywhere. So there's my new board that I'm working with. So let's zoom out here a little bit. Hang on a minute. I'll give you guys since we're kind of done the build for now. There's kind of what I'm looking at. That's the only monitor I've got running right now. I've got everything all over here. There's my computer. I've got stuff galore everywhere. And then down the other end of my bench, I've got my Prusas are down at the other end. I got boxes. I got stuff everywhere. Way over top, there's the rat rig. Okay, over left of the TV, there's the flash forge. Those two are going to be coming in behind me in the new setup. So a lot of these shelves are going to be gone. I'm going to have a rat rig and that over here, so they're going to be printing during the stream. Filament shelf is going to stay the same, except that light will be out of there. Filament shelves will stay the same. I'm expanding over towards that area where you see the belt printer there, and you see all those printers. I mean, those printers are all sold, by the way. I'm expanding over there. I'm going to have a double bench along there and a bench along that this way, horizontally along this way. And that way I'll have a lot more ceiling space, wall space to hang my monitors, more ceiling space to have stuff dropping down from, and more floor space to have my lights and everything going, and at the same time maintaining my little living room over there. But things are very, 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 very cluttered and messy here right now. So yeah. So there we go. Can I print 2 of those at the same time? Oh yeah, I've already answered that question. So at the rate next year's all basement will be the studio. Yeah, I wish. Well, I only need to go so big. The problem, I thought this small space I had here was going to work, but it was just, now that I've got rid of this wall, I feel more, I don't feel as claustrophobic in here as I did when that wall was here and the screens were right there. And I was limited as to how I could move this camera around. So now I'm going to have the freedom, minus my cord lengths, of course, to move my cameras in different positions and different angles. So yeah, so we're going to work on that. So that's kind of what we're doing. So next week things will look a little bit different. I'm going to call it an early stream tonight because really there's not much more for me to do now other than print these parts and chat away. But if there's any questions, I'll answer any more questions. But I think I've done all I can as far as the build tonight until I get these parts caught up. And I'm going to make sure, as I said, next week I'm going to make sure that I don't have to print any other parts, that I don't run into this issue again. That was a very unexpected turn of events tonight. So, but it happens, right? I mean, that's live streaming. These things happen. You can't prepare for everything. Can only do what we can do. So I think I'm going to just we'll call it a night now, and next week we'll get more done. I guarantee that. So, are you going to show how to put clipper on it? I will. Yes, I will. This one, as I go along, I will be doing the clipper, everything on this, everything right to getting it printing. So yes, I will be going through the clipper. So hey, Zenbender, I didn't see you pop in earlier. So. But yeah, anyways, so that's it for tonight, guys. Thank you, everybody. And Printer Prawn, howdy. I'm just wrapping it up. Wrapping it up a bit early because I ran into some snags. I had to reprint a few parts. So mainly my Z idlers up top because I ran the wrong one. So I will we'll continue this next week, and hopefully the new studio will be pretty up, mostly up and running. So. thanks, Joe. Appreciate that. And Printer Prawn, Zenbender, Jay, everybody that's on here. Yeah, sorry, Printer Prawn. It was a kind of a crapshoot tonight because there was a yeah, we had the wrong part printing, so or wrong part printed. Had to reprint some Z idlers, so Z idler holders. But I'm back next week, and next week it'll look even better. So everybody have a good night, and we will see. I can't. I need my second screen and my third screen. This is crazy. So because it's so hard to keep up with everything with only one display going. So with that, thanks everybody. Again, appreciate everybody that hangs out and sticks with me through thick and thin, and we'll catch you guys next week. Everybody have a great week. Stay safe, stay warm if you're in the hot climates, or stay cool, sorry, if you're in the hot climates, and we'll catch everybody next week. Bye for now.